Good evening, Lamaha Springs. Good evening, the surrounding areas. Good evening, my brothers and sisters. My name is Nicola Trotman, and I bring you greetings from APNU plus AFC. When a government is elected, the government is responsible for all of its citizens, not some, not who I supported me and who I thought supported me. I am responsible for the entire nation. The David Arthur Granger Coalition has demonstrated this. He has demonstrated this in many, many aspects. On the president's walkabout, if you want to call it that, in Guyana, he heard the cries, the troubles of his people in the far-flung areas of Guyana, where I have never been, and I'm sure a lot of you have never been, but that is where he was. And so, in the remote parts of Region 1, Region 8, Region 9, where the people felt that they were cut off from the rest of Ghana because they couldn't get news, daily news that we listened to on the radio, he couldn't get it, they couldn't get it. What we heard today, they would hear next week or next month, depending on where they were. And so, the president and the government decided that we are in the 21st century, and this has to stop. Guyana covered oil, and Guyana has to move forward. So, the government has set about to make these communities that are far from us a bit more reachable. And so, today, in Aishalton, in Region 9, we have Aishalton Radio, Bartica Radio. And yesterday, in Essequibo, there is now Essequibo Radio. There is Lethem Radio, Mabaruma Radio, Madia Radio, Oriella Radio. In 4 short years, 7 communities now have radio stations and now know on a daily basis what is happening in their country. Isn't that progress? Don't stop the progress.
Forward ever, backwards never.
The government understood the importance and the basic need for running water. The communities, clearly some as basic as running water was not a priority for the PPP. They did not look after their people. They did not care about their people when they were in government, and they called themselves the government. So don't be fooled, people. Don't let the utterances of the folks in Robb Street fool you. They don't have a plan. They don't care about you. They only care about themselves. So, but we have a caring president. He loves his people and he understands, as the president, what is required to make your people have a good life. And not even a good life, a basic life. What should be basic to everybody in the 21st century? And so now, we have running water, running tap water for the very first time in a village called Sand Creek. We have another one called Aputeri in Lethem. That's 5 miles outside Lethem. There are new wells that have been drilled at Diamond, Sparendam, and Sophia to adequately try to meet the needs of the people in those communities. 4 and 5 Mile in Bartica received a brand new water supply system that now gives water to 1,200 people. What was the PPP doing for 23 years? We accomplished this in 4 years. You talk about a better life. A better life is not always money and having a house, a lot for myself. To different peoples in different communities, it means different things. And I am sure that the people who have running water for the first time are happy. And they are happy to know that they have a government that is thinking about them. The Granger administration understands its responsibility as a government. President Granger understands that when you are the president of a country, you have a responsibility to give your citizens the best life that they can possibly have. As a Guyanese, it filled my heart to be able to stand and say that we are one people from one nation with one destiny. And that destiny under the David Granger administration is a destiny of a good life. When we vote David Granger back into office, president of this great land of ours, I would like to say that it takes me back to the 26th of May, 2015. And I remember standing in the rain on the morning of the 26th of February, of May 2015, when we had the first flag raising under the coalition government. It brought tears to my eyes. And they were not tears of sadness, they were tears of joy. Because for 23 years, or I should say, I remember the tears of joy. Feeling such a sense of hope and release. The release from the oppression that I felt living under the PPP. I remember that I had a sense of hope. Hope for the young men who could not walk the streets of their country for fear of being gunned down. They could now walk, run, and shout. I remember feeling hope and release for the mothers who would stop shedding their tears because their sons would no longer be mowed down. For the women who have been disrespected by the PPP administration and the disrespect they showed for the women of this country. Without the PPP did not show respect for human life. They didn't show respect for their citizens. And the David Arthur Granger administration presented hope. Hope to a nation that was feeling hopeless and lost. I never want to feel that hopelessness again in my life. And that is why I will work every day walk every street that I have to walk, knock on every door that I have to knock on to share the good word and the good work that has been done for Guyanese in the last 4 years to ensure that we have a landslide victory. 40 seats, nothing less. The PPP track record speaks for itself. Let's see. Fail Hydro Falls, fail and collapse Gaisuko, which this government had to bail out with $30 billion, and almost bankrupt NIS. And money from NIS does not belong to the government. It belongs to you and you and you and you and you and me who contribute. So the government don't have the right to spend it. But Jagdio is lawless. So he spends our money. My brothers and sisters, let us come out on March 2nd and resolutely vote for the palm and the key. Let us give our president, David Arthur Granger, a 40-seat victory. Let us show the PPP that we no longer will stand by and be robbed blind, that our money is driving them crazy. They don't want anybody else to get their hands on it. They don't want to share it with this nation. They want it for themselves. We no longer are willing to be abused as a nation. We are no longer willing to be disrespected as a people. Let us show that we want decency, honesty, caring, loving, and respect from our president and our government. We have to embrace President Granger's no education, not no education, sorry. I was saying no child left behind, but that's not what it is, sorry. President Granger's policy of educating our young people. That is the thing that will take us out of poverty. All of us have to, parents, mothers, fathers, we have to ensure that our children make use of every opportunity that is available to them out there. And there are hundreds of programs in all sectors. President Granger brought back local democracy. He has put the local democracy back into your hands, into our hands. We get to elect who we put at city council. We get to choose our councillors, and we get to tell them what we want done in our communities. That is a president who does not want to dictate. He wants to govern. There's a big difference between dictating and governing. Barry Jagdio is a dictator. Irfan Ali would like to be a dictator, but not over us. Not in 2020. Because come March 2nd, every one of us has a responsibility to go out and speak to our children, to our children's friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, in churches, in groups, whatever social groups we have, and to speak and share what information we have shared with you. Because not everybody knows. And that is why we have to spread the good news. Because it is good news, ladies and gentlemen. It is good news. There is no bad news here. And so we have to share it. and encourage all of our friends, families, all of the young people who say, it don't matter if I vote. My vote ain't gonna count. My vote worth what? No, ladies and gentlemen, we have to let the youth understand. Your vote is not worth $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000. Because when you go and you take the $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 and Barjagdio and Escobar and Erpanari get into power, you know what they're going to do with you? You know what they're going to do with you? Because it ain't going to be nice. You ain't going to even see the 5,000. You have to understand, this is the mother of all elections. This election will decide if Guyana will flourish. So many wrongs that we have been listed. Have you heard about in Guyana trafficking in human beings? It's been reduced. Corruption, we have gone up in ranking on the corruption index at the Transparency International. Every year since David Arthur Granger has gone into power, we have improved. When he was in power, every year we went further down the ladder. We have to have a president with a vision. We have to have a president who, when the time is right and when it is needed, he will stand up for his people. He will not give away his people. He will not sell them out for 30 pieces of silver. We need a president, and we have to vote for a president. Come March 2nd, put your X next to the palm and the key at the top. Don't touch the sides of the box and an X at the bottom. When you finish voting at 6 o'clock, you gotta come back to the community and start calling out everybody else who did not vote. Because every single vote counts. Do not look at the flags, do not look at the t-shirts, do not look at the rallies and think we got it locked. No, we gotta work till the polling station closed and every single vote is counted. I am imploring, it is not, we ain't win it yet. We are on the way, but we ain't win it yet. So please, ladies and gentlemen, on the 2nd of March, please come out and bring out every person that you know that can vote, that is eligible to vote for the APNU AFC. We are the only government that can give you and will give you the best life in Guyana. Thank you very much, and God bless you.